I really want to talk about Olandria's catapult into stardom from an industry perspective.
Olandria Glambot video from the Golden Globe was recently released and she looked so good. Like, she killed it, she slayed it. You won't even believe that this is the first Glambot that she's doing and it's going viral. It has over 1 million views, 17.1 thousand saves, and she was part of the best Glambot for Golden Globe 2026 list. She made the list of the best Glambot, and the behind the scene of her Glambot video came out where she was interacting with Cole, who is the person that directs people on how to do their Glambot video, and people were praising her for being so cool because, sorry to say, J-Lo did her Glambot with Cole and the interaction wasn't very good and people were talking. So when they compare to Olandria, yeah, the difference is clear.
I gotta practice. How many tries do I get?
You can have as many as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Cole, by the way.
Oh, Olandria.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
I love your hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I think you're on the mark. There's a star. I think scoot forward just a little bit.
I don't think my foot.
Right there, I think.
Oh, this fan feels amazing.
Yeah, exactly, right? It seems like you can't move too much, but like you just like arm thing kind of movement would be great. If you how would you just pose for a picture? It's kind of, like if you want to do hands on the hip, I'll take that, but you want to just like move into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just move it to me like,
Yeah. Just arms up and then hit the pose. Yeah. Let's do a high push wrap.
Away, and then I look at the camera.
I would look at the camera the whole time just to move so fast. You don't want to be caught like trying to find it. Yeah.
So just stop my arms here.
Yeah. So camera's gonna end up right about here. It'll start there in the corner. I'll say 3, 2, 1 action. You're starting here. You're going up.
You count me so I can know when.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1 action. You go in action. Yeah. Give us 1 second.
Camera's going to wide.
All right. Ready. And 3, 2, 1 action. Yeah. Stunning. You're a pro.
How was it?
It's gorgeous.
Can I see?
You feel? Yeah. You can. But it plays really slowly. If you're uncertain, let's just rock another one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it again. Let's do another. Let's just do a regular push in. So this time it's ending right here, starting on that corner, just going towards you this way. All right, ready. And 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah, beautiful. Killed it. Awesome, a pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Have fun today.
And as you can see, the Glambot video came out so perfectly fine. Like, she slayed it, as I said before, and her eyes was just on the camera. Her glam was on point. It seemed like they used the second video, the second one that she told Cole that she wants to redo again. It looks like it's the second video that is this, and I'm very happy that she redid the video because the comments were so lovely. People were like, who is this goddess? Another person was like, oh my god, who is this woman? I'm in love. Someone was like, I don't know her, but I love her. Another person said she seems so lovely to work with because of the way she interacted with Cole. And this is a woman that people on Twitter keep trying to say is very ugly. But actually, people are falling in love with her because of how beautiful she actually looks in a Glambot that make others look ugly. Then someone was like, she looks like a princess. Someone made a comment about this, saying there's something funny about yesterday. A group of losers sitting around on a live spreading rumor that Olandria is difficult and too arrogant to work with, just for a Glambot BTS video to blow up, and the comments are admiring how sweet and nice she is to work with. So it seems like some people made a live talking about the fact that Olandria is pompous and rude to work with, but now people have seen the BTS of her Glambot and she was so good to Cole. So like the rumor is just squashed without her even doing anything. And then it seems like the Huda fans were the people that went on live to talk about Olandria being mean and being difficult to work with. And someone was like, I talking about that delusional ass TT panel who think that girl's album is about to get her uncancelled, and they try to talk about that it is Huda's fan who made that live talking about the fact that Olandria is difficult to work with, and that Huda's fans think that when Huda drops her album she's going to be uncancelled. So they were talking about Olandria rudely. I don't really know why her fans need to talk about Olandria. She's not their favorite. And then Olandria saw all the comments and she was like, wow, thank you all for the sweet comments. As always, she was very thankful for the comments. And someone else was like, they feel so happy that she's actually seeing good comments, because a lot of videos where you come on and people are bashing Olandria, trying to drag her. Even when she went to Golden Globe and Netflix, some people were asking why she was there and she had nothing to offer. So you know that the haters are never far behind. So somebody made a video on TikTok talking about the fact that the general media doesn't like programming or projecting a black woman to become very popular. And another person now replied in the comments saying that is why I will always be on Olandria's side. And say that is why he will always support Olandria, because she's a black woman that is becoming very popular in mainstream industry. And then somebody now came a Chelley fan, and this comment had nothing to do with Chelley. A person that went, what's the difference between Chelley and Olandria? Other than the fact that Olandria played into your white savior fantasy, trying to talk about the fact that Olandria is dating a white man. The other person replied as saying, Lloyd, this is exactly why Chelley will never be as popular as Olandria. You are more worried about using Chelley as a pawn to hate on Olandria than actually supporting Chelley. Maybe if you focus on Chelley and supporting her, she will be as popular as Olandria. And that's true, because this comment was just talking about supporting Olandria. There was no need to compare. Another person came again and was like, that's why Olandria makes some people so angry. Talking about Olandria again, another person went to say, Ola is not pretty, Chelley is like 40 million times prettier than her. Who was talking about beauty. Then somebody was like, thank you for providing an example of the main comment. Person was trying to say that, thank the person for like confirming what the main comment was talking about, which is that Olandria makes people jealous and makes people angry. Because why exactly were you trying to talk about beauty and trying to compare Chelley on a comment that was just praising Olandria? Because they're talking about mainstream women that are black, or black women that are making a name for them in the mainstream industry. That is currently Olandria. Another person came on to say, which is why they hated Chelley and Olandria and made sure to split them up, trying to say that some people split Chelley and Olandria up, broke up their friendship. Two women who are dark-skinned black women being pursued with a certain softness not usually associated with our dating. Chelley because she didn't want to feel the need to overperform or chase validation from the other men. Olandria because she was strong, beautiful, and she moved on with her life and went on to elevate it. Another person now came and said, don't group Olandria with Chelley. Chelley is genuinely attractive. Ola just has a nice body. Notice which of them is being pushed. Trying to say that Olandria is not beautiful, and that is the reason why she's being pushed by mainstream, because she's not beautiful. I don't understand that logic. On that Chelley fan went, I don't really agree with this. Chelley is a beautiful woman and Olandria is normal, but they were dragged because of their actions, not because they were black. Huge difference. Why exactly is Olandria's beauty always coming into this equation, and why are people always saying she's ugly when she's not? Another person was like, this is why they are hating on Olandria too, trying to talk about the fact that people are hating on Olandria because she's a black woman in mainstream. Another person came and said, hating because they know the only way they can achieve that physique that Olandria has is with an eating disorder. The other person said that woman is gorgeous, definitely the real beauty standard face-wise. Then someone else that is a hater came on to say, no, Olandria is not beautiful. If she was beautiful, then why did no one want her on the show? Literally no one was genuinely interested in her. They only used her for a spot in the villa. But notice how everybody wanted Chelley, who is a good example of a beauty standard. Why exactly is Chelley being introduced into this equation where nobody was mentioning her except to compare her to Olandria? Then someone replied to all the comments saying, as always with Chelley's fan, it circles back to Chelley is prettier. Nothing more, nothing less. It's getting boring at this point. Trying to say that the only thing that they have as an award or something they stand by is talk about Chelley being prettier. Another person went, Chelley's fan are 100% her downfall. No matter how much I wanted to support her as a dark-skinned black woman, I could never get past how hateful her fan base is. They turned me off of her so bad. Trying to say that Chelley's fan always comparing her to Olandria and another black woman and trying to insult Olandria as not being beautiful and certain things that they said is one of the reasons why she can never support Chelley. As if the bad news wasn't enough, another person came out with a new theory about Olandria. And somebody was like, wait, so everybody just ignored the fact that Olandria was sent by Love Island cast and Nick to purposely be actors on the show. We're just gonna act like Olandria was a genuine character. And somebody was like, what are you even saying? And the person was like, Olandria wasn't actually on the show to find love. She was paid more than everyone from the start and told what her role would be. She and Nick knew each other before the show. Literally everyone just forgot. I cannot understand where this new theory is coming from. Like, allow Olandria progress in peace. Then you already know that Ace did like his interview, and funny enough, Nick actually liked that post where he was announcing his interview. He didn't talk about Nick and Olandria this time, thank God. He was just talking about a little bit of time within the interview. He talked about his relationship. He was not talking about that he was just learning how to tell a woman he was in love with how he feel, how to take proper care of her. He was also trying to learn what the love language was and have an idea what he likes in a partner. And that nobody will ever have an idea of what they like in a partner until you are with the person, and as you are constantly learning the person, that's how you will know. And then there are some things that he learns in the relationship that was like different from what he actually knew. But he was always talking in past tense, using past tense, and when he was saying that who he thought she wasn't who he met her to be or something like that, almost like what he ordered wasn't what he got. I really do not like that. But he also talked about the fact that pressure from outside and people's criticism and people looking into their relationship added pressure and actually affected their relationship. But then someone said Ace really got his midget ass up there and had an interview with himself and said a whole bunch of nothing. He didn't like the scrutiny he on his relationship was getting, but it was okay to do it when it was Nick and Olandria. Please, sir, be for real. Trying to say that Ace is trying to complain about the fact that he didn't like people scrutinizing and looking into his relationship, but he actually went to an interview and gave a kind of weird answer that made it possible for people to actually look more into and scrutinize Nick's and Olandria's relationship more. Didn't he feel like they were going to be pressured in their relationship the way he was? But then we have Nick again, whacking hater. Somebody came on thread and was like, Olandria can do better than Nick. I like him and all, but he's bad for her brand. I can see her with a millionaire doctor or something. And then Nick replied, all she got was a millionaire nurse. Because Nick is a nurse, and him saying he's a millionaire, that means he's also a millionaire and a nurse. I don't know what's the big difference between a millionaire doctor and a millionaire nurse. Like, you got to leave her relationship alone. I don't understand. But in all, we see Olandria is having an awesome year already, and I just look forward to knowing if she's going to really make it to Paris Fashion Week, and I can't wait. What do you think of all these updates?